And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not... to be found as he stopped at the 18. Hold it, finds his man on the left. Flying down the left side. The 40. He's at the 30. The 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Panthers!
That is how you start a football game. My guy's really fast, really good. I'm going to feature him, give him the football, and he will do the rest. One play, one superstar, one touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Let's take a minute and think about Tulane. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these 2 teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. This is a designed run. Turning it on! And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
Well, you wonder how this guy is so dynamic. It's because of his speed. You simply can't coach that. You saw it on that last carry.
Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. Scanning the field, it's Farrell. Get it out on the screen. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
Deep shot for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Green Wave. With that last one, he now has 40 career touchdown catches.
I mean, he's just been a playmaker. This guy, they feature him. He's been in the end zone that many times because they can feature him in so many ways. They find ways to get him the football because Palmer, he always makes plays.
And he's always open even when he's not. Throughout his career, think about single cover, double cover, triple cover. You're still throwing him the ball because he's going to find a way to make it happen. 40 TD catches, that is awesome.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but I think, just invoke the fear of God into this defense, because this 3-and-out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Bunch formation for these receivers. On the option. He'll toss it. Hard-hitting tackle. Tulane to the line, facing 2nd and short. Might be changing the route. Dropping back, it's Farrell. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, the defense watched film last week. They saw this running back catch multiple passes, and that hasn't been the case today. They are clamping down on him, always aware of him, especially in the passing game, and so far they've taken him away.
Tulane lines up on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Got it in the middle, it's moved. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
Now a 1st down from the 45-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. The throw to the outside is complete. Open space at the 25. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Wave!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Florida International offense is back on the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Defense came on the field with fresh legs, and here on just the 2nd play of the drive, they're able to get a sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
Not a lot of good plays for 3rd in California, so you're just trying to get a completion and help out your punter, but they can't even get that executed.
FIU will line up to punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Wants to adjust the pattern. On the ground, it's Moon. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking downfield, it's Farrell. Underheat, and he gets rid of it.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
The Green Wave lining up, facing 3rd and long. To the ground with the back. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 25 offenses in the country in getting 1st downs. That running back was one of the biggest reasons. He is a weapon.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll move the tight end. Quarterback on the keeper. Breaks into the open.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the 1st down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
The Green Wave trying to move the chains on 3rd and short. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Now, 4th down.
While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Tulane.
The Green Wave staring at a 4th down as we open play here in the second. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 4th down, trying to find his man. He's got it, 1st down and more. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone in the 18.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On 4th down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver at tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge play for this offense and keeps the drive alive.
They'll give it to the back. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Farrell. Into the end zone. And the pass is broken up, incomplete, but there is a penalty flag on the field, and they may be throwing it in reverse. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. The Green Wave put itself in a mess behind the sticks here on 2nd down. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Tulane. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
Florida International, 7.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Flips it out on the screen.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, but he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
The Panthers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Looking to throw again. Caught near the sticks. It's McClung. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Now, you blitz me, I'm getting the ball out of my hands. Really good job understanding that by the offensive coordinator, this quarterback, seeing the blitz, getting the ball to a playmaker, letting him do some damage. And more importantly, I don't have to throw it way down the field. Just get the 1st down.
And the Panthers look to keep this drive humming. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking for a gap. It's McClung.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Motion from the back. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Finds his big tight end. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They're trying to eat up some clock here. 9th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 6. Here's the handoff. Really tough run there. He got 4. That'll leave him a yard short on 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
And they must have had a play in practice that they just felt was unstoppable because they essentially just took away an automatic chip shot field goal to go for that 4th down. But because of the execution, it was just too good. They're looking now to score 6.
A first down run on the doorstep. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week in the ACC, fellas. North Carolina is down right now, but that kid on the defensive side, I know this is a big statement, but he looks like a young Lawrence Taylor. Do not rule out a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to USF. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw, it's Farrell. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
And that's what this defense needs to get going. You've given up a bunch of touchdowns. You haven't been great early, but now you finally get some pressure, get the quarterback to the ground. Now maybe start turning this defense around.
The Green Wave put itself in a mess behind the sticks here on second down. Motion from the wideout. Making side adjustments here. Finds a little space. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Wants to throw on first down. Going for it all. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
And the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page on that last play. Timing has got to be so critical, especially when you're throwing the perimeter of the field, and they just didn't have it there.
Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. And he'll need to curl this one in from 44 yards out on the right hash. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. And he'll need to curl this one in from 44 yards out on the right hash. Splits the uprights, it's good. And now the lead is even bigger. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. FIU has it on a tee, about ready to go here in the third quarter. Fielded in the end zone, it's Stockton. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot. There he goes. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead. But you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here. And I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
Makes the grab on the left. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking for a man. It's Farrell. Rushes on him. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Takes it the other way. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business.
That's a bit of a gut punch for the offense because you went in at halftime, you made your adjustments, you're feeling good about your game plan coming here in the second half, and right away you throw an interception to the defense.
Does life get any better than this for an offense to start a drive with a first and goal? Looking to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Man, you got to give credit to this defense. In the sudden change situation, they barely had a chance to even blink. Just a second ago, they were on the sidelines. All of a sudden, there's a turnover. They got to take the field. They're on their own goal line, and a phenomenal job getting lined up, communicating, and making sure that that pass play fell incomplete.
To the air on second down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Sets up the screen. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
He'll pull it on the read. Still on his feet at the 45. Oh, a lot of space. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Green Wave.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be knocked down. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Sends it back in motion. Back to pass. Trying to burn this defensive back. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Quickly complete. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit because the throw has got to at least make it to the sticks. On that last play, you're basically trusting the guy to make a few dudes miss in order to go pick up that first down.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
The Panthers have it with a 1st and 10. This defense will try to keep everything in front. He wants to go deep. He's got it inside the 30. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Wants to keep it in the air. Bought a little time, lets it go. Quickly complete. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. And the Panthers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Pulls it and fires to the left. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Nice pitch and catch there from QB to wide receiver. Great job. An out route is all about timing. 1, 2, 3, boom, break out, throw it to him right now. Great pitch, great catch.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Taking it the other way. Inside the 30. He's at the 10, and he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Green Wave. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play, and he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turned on the Jets, making the big play.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Picked off, what a play to set him up.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the 1st half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
From the gun, to give, looking for room. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
With the run on 1st and goal. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tulane! A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he won't quite make it back to the 20-yard line as he goes out of bounds at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll try the run. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Dickens. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. So we open the final period with a third down play. Wants to throw on third. Quick completion on the out route. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Green Wave. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, a quick update on a notable game going on right now in the ACC. North Carolina is being humbled today. There's just no other way to say it. A complete and thorough thumping in Chapel Hill. They're trailing by 25 to USF. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Looking downfield on first down. Pucks it out of the air. Turning it on. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Yeah, and Dave, you just wonder at this point, is it just too little too late? This is one of their best playmakers offensively, but they just haven't been able to get him going in this game. Big reason why they're losing.
Yeah, and the defense has done a great job understanding that. I got to take that guy away. That's priority number 1. Understand it. Late in the game now, up by multiple scores. I'm playing my defense a little bit different. Can't give up the big plays. Time is on my side.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Wants to go up top on first down. Looking to buy time. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
And the defense is good with that. Get pressure on the quarterback. Get him outside the pocket. You know it's a passing situation. Play half the field now. This defense is in a good spot, and you can tell they're ready to rush this quarterback.
Gonna swing it on second down. Got it in the middle. It's McClung.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting him get some positive yards.
The Panthers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wants to throw it quickly to the tight end. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
That's some great toughness by the quarterback. Hanging in the pocket. Listen, knowing you're going to get smacked and still being able to deliver the football down the field. Good toughness by that quarterback.
Looking to throw on first down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
This defense has just had this QB's number all game long. We're here in the 4th quarter, and still he's not able to set up in the pocket. He gets flushed to the outside, nothing open, and it's an incompletion.
They'll send the back in motion. Back to pass on second down. He's got him this time. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The handoff, keep working on that clock. It's a fumble on the play. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
He'll ride his man on the option. Finding an escape route. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football, and you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Tulane comes to the line. Lots of work to do on third down. Now they'll run it on the toss. He'll be brought down at the 41-yard line, not close to the line to gain, and it's fourth down.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on fourth down.